To me, one of the most interesting things about lacrosse is your lacrosse stick setup. I spent so much time researching every little detail of how I can make the best lacrosse stick setup, right? And I went through so much stuff, and most of it I did not like. But whenever you find that perfect one, let me tell you, it's one of the best feelings in the world. All right, let's get right into it. This is the OG dream lacrosse stick setup right here. This is a No Noz 2. This is the only lacrosse head I would give a 10 out of 10 because it's that good. And the reason why I'll give it a 10 out of 10 is because it is an incredible face-off head, and it is an incredible, if you're an attackman, it's incredible. Lyle Thompson used it whenever he was in Albany, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure, because that was one of the reasons why I was like, oh, I'm gonna get this, because Lyle Thompson was using something like this. Now, he was using one of the Nozes at least. And then I saw that some of my favorite face-off guys were using this at the time. And I was thinking like, yo, I'm a face-off guy, and my favorite face-off guys are using this. And I'm also a midfielder who plays a lot of offense, and my favorite offense players are using it. So obviously I was like, this is a dream stick setup, and it is. Okay, this is the best lacrosse head I've ever used, period. I'm in love with it, what can I say? Sadly, I will admit, finding a No Noz 2, or really any of the Nozes at this point, are kind of hard to come by, so if you get one, you are one lucky son of a... I don't think I want to curse anymore. Okay, at least on this channel. The Lacrosse Shaft, again, OG setup. This is the Stringking Metal 2. It's incredible. They have a Stringking Metal 3 now, so I'd probably just end up getting that one, but the Stringking Metal 2 is the GOAT as well. Again, I got this whenever I was in high school, and I started out with the Metal 1. The Metal 1 was not the best, I will have to admit. It was great in every aspect other than durability. The durability was, you know, I broke one and then sent it in for the warranty, and they sent it back. Gave me a new one, thankfully. And they were great. Customer service was A1, and then they came out with the Stringking Metal 2. And thankfully, this durability is A1. Like I said, 10 out of 10, would recommend. Overall, this as a setup, this is my only 10 out of 10 setup I can have. It's the only one because it has to do with the times. This is my last year playing lacrosse. I used this setup. I was a senior in high school using this setup, and I had the best season I ever had, and it was with this dream setup. Face-offs, scoring a ton of goals, and then this thing didn't bend or dent or anything like that. So, like I said, it's a dream setup. All things must come to an end, and I moved on, and I ended up moving on to an all Stringking setup. This thing is sick. Bruce, why do you gotta breathe so loud? Like, I can't really get mad at you for breathing, but at the same time, you're breathing so loud. I don't know what to do. I can't punish my dog for breathing. Lacrosse Head is a Stringking Mark II-V, and it is fantastic. I got the Mark II-A, and I liked it. It was a good lacrosse head. It was just, it's an attack head. And I will have to admit, I'm used to midfielder heads. I mean, look at this. Or at least like a narrow throw. I like a narrow throw because I feel like I have better feel. I feel like it shoots better. And more importantly, I feel like I have incredibly more control. I feel like like nothing can make me drop the ball whenever I have a narrow head like this. This is a little bit wider, but the Mark II-A is a lot wider, and I do not like it very much at all. The mesh is Stringking Type 4 mesh, and it's really, really good. I have Type 3 mesh in my Mark II-A, and I'm not a fan of Type 3 mesh. I think it's good, I just don't think it's great. Type 4 mesh is great, and my favorite two meshes are Hero Mesh. By the way, there's Hero Mesh in this one. Forgot to say that. Oh, damn it, I cursed. Oh my god, what? Hero Mesh in this one, I love Hero Mesh. Type 4 mesh in this one, I love Type 4 mesh. I think those two are the only two like real competitors that I've ever used. They're both fantastic. My suggestion to you is to get both, test them out, use whatever one you don't like as much on your backup stick, and there you go. Bippy boppy bang, you got a sick setup. The last piece to this setup is the Lacrosse Shaft. This is the Composite Pro. Again, Stringking. It's incredible. I think Stringking makes the best lacrosse shafts on the market, hands down. Don't come at me, okay? I've heard people's suggestions. I've heard them, and you know what? I'm sure they're all great. I'm sure they are. You know, and they work for you, and that's great. But for me, nothing beats Stringking. lacrosse shafts, okay? We can have a conversation about like a lacrosse head. We can have a conversation about it. We can have a conversation about the mesh. We can have a conversation. We can talk. The lacrosse shaft, don't come at me with no bullshit. Damn it, I cursed it. Why? Why? Listen, the point I'm trying to make is that I love Stringking lacrosse shafts. I have 3 of them, and they're all beautiful, and they're my babies, okay? That's all I'm trying to get across here. These are the setups. Let me know what you think. What are your setups? What are your weapon of choice? Let me know. I know I said Stringking lacrosse shafts are the best, but you know, you're entitled to your own opinion, whether it's right or wrong. I'm just playing.